All right, guys. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Advanced Refrigeration Podcast E2 training. Today we're going to go over controller associations and how to associate different things with circuits, controllers, just some easy tips and tricks to help you guys get these done without having to program these all by hand. So today we're going to start off in terminal mode. I'm going to show you guys on the E2 and on UltraSite how to do this. So this will be a quicker video. So first things first, you're going to want to log in. And this controller's user pass. So on the E2 itself, you're going to want to go to menu. Then you're going to want to go to 7, which is system configuration. Then you're going to want to go to 7, which is network setup. And then down to 4, which is controller associations. Okay, now it depends on what you have enabled here. If you have XM circuits, ESR boards, with different applications. So if we go to multiplex ESR, this is the one, we'll piggyback off the one from yesterday. So this is going to have all your circuits listed on the side here. So all you have to do is, so you have circuits on this side, you have multiplex ESR boards in the middle, and you have valve numbers on this side. So if you hit look up, you could choose multiplex ESR. We only have one board here, so, and then if you click 1, okay, that's going to assign it to valve 1. If we go to here, go to valve 2, and then we go F4 look up, put it on the board. Now this is going to automatically tie your valve output, your valve percentage, your failsafe, and your overcurrent alarms all to the circuit. So that way everything's going to be networked, so you don't have to do any of that. So what would take you like 20 minutes a circuit sometimes, depending how fast you are, the controller is going to do all of it. So now if we come down here and we go to, I don't know if it's going to let me. So if we go to unit 1, we hit look up. Yeah, so it's just multiplex ESRs. So if you had a Dixel controller in here too, we could do that also. So we'll yes. So if we added a Dixel real quick, no. So we go 7. We'll add a Dixel real quick for you guys to show you that. Then we'll add a case control circuit. So if we go down to add or delete applications like we did last time, add application, hit F4 to look up, and we are going to choose case control circuit, which is going to be number 5. It's going to ask you how many. We'll choose 1. No, we don't want to edit. Okay, then we're going to go back in there. We're going to associate again. So we're going to go menu 7, which is system setup, then 7, which is network setup, then 4, which is controller associations. So now you see we have XM circuits populated. Okay, so right here it's going to give you on the left hand side is the application, the bus, what mod bus it's on. It's on mod bus 1, node 1. So, and then here is your standard circuit. So it's XM circuit 1. So this does all your associations for you. Now I'm going to show you how to do it on UltraSite. So on UltraSite, it's a lot easier. So if we come down here on UltraSite, we have our controller here. So our X300, if we expand the tree, then we go down to standard circuit. If you right click, associate standard circuits. So now all you got to do is say standard circuit 6. Click the drop down menu, ESR1, valve 3. So now if we go into the standard circuit and we go to the setup screen, and we go to add an application. So if we go to outputs, I have to switch it to multiplex ESR first. And we go to outputs. See now our EPR valve is already assigned to there, valve 3. Our failsafe percentage is already assigned to valve 3. Our valve out percentage is already, the fourth initialized is assigned to valve 3. The defrost active is assigned to valve 3. And then that's it. That's all you guys got to do for that. Now, so say you guys had a digital discus compressor, or you had a compressor with IASD, or you have a compressor with CoreSense. So if you go on here and we could add a CoreSense board real quick. So we'll add a K5 scroll. So if we come down here, now that we added a K5 scroll, so we now have this K5 scroll allocation. So same thing. So you could associate K5 scrolls. So I don't have a suction group programmed here, but you could drop down, choose your suction group. You tell it what compressor it is. If it's compressor 1, it's compressor 1. If there's an unloader, it'd be on, obviously on a K5 scroll you won't have this, but on a CoreSense module, this matters. So if you have compressor 1 is a compressor, then it has an unloader on it, the next compressor is going to be compressor 3, not compressor 2, because it spaces them out via the suction group. So output 2 is going to be your unloader for compressor 1. So you always want to skip it and make it that. And when the proof is done through here, it'll automatically associate the proof input on the suction group with the proof output of the K5 scroll. So you don't have to do any of that. So once you choose that, it's going to give us an error message because it wasn't complete, but it's going to automatically associate all of that with the E2. So now if we go back into terminal mode, we'll add a suction group real quick to make it so we can see it in E2. So add new application. We'll choose enhanced suction. There's standard suction. You really don't want to use standard suction. You want to use enhanced suction. So enhanced suction, call it rack A. So it's creating the application. So UltraSite is basically the same as the E2, doing it on E2, but it's just a lot easier. So now we're going to go back into terminal mode. Okay, now you see we have our application there. So if we go menu, go 7 system configuration, 7 network setup, 4 controller associations. Oh, we gotta log in here. So user, enter pass. So we go to controller associations. Now see, we have compressor. So I could choose lookup, enhanced suction. So stage compressor 1. You could assign it on loaders if you have it. If you're using CoreSense, you could assign on loader 1, on loader 2, and then proof yes. So if we hit enter, and then we hit menu, yes, we're going to save the applications. We're going to go down to our suction group. So right here, it already gave us compressor 1 and all the programming for it. So all you'd have to do is assign it an output. So we're going to go F5 setup. And then if you go over to the next tab, so our proof's already enabled. So compressor 1 proof E2, so it's coming from the K5 scroll number 1 application proof output. So it already did our proofing for us. And it's going to tie all the network variable ins and network variable outs that the CoreSense that the K5 module require. They're all going to be tied into that controller already. So that's how you do associations on the E2 and UltraSight. Thanks for watching, guys.